Hi, we're Jay and Debbie from Bountiful, Utah, and we joined New Reach about a year ago. And a few months back, we were driving around the hills of Bountiful, Utah. Came across an auction sign on this huge house on the top of the hills, and we kind of just thought, well, let's just go look. And so we walked around the house on the outside. It was just a dead yard full of weeds. And in the past, we thought, you know, that was just an eyesore in the neighborhood, but now we look at that as an opportunity. So it was going to auction a week later. We didn't have any finances lined up, so we just thought, yeah, this is interesting, but kind of a lost opportunity. By Wednesday that week, 3 days later, my wife called me up at work and said, hey, honey, I think I figured out a way for us to go to auction and try and at least bid on this house. Well, I was a little skeptical. I came home from work. She laid it all out and really used a lot of the education we learned at New Reach College concerning creative financing and creative acquisition. And so I looked at it again, and I said, I think this might work. Well, we needed $25,000 sitting in our bank account just to go to auction that Saturday morning. By Friday noon, we'd been talking to a hard money lender. We were trying to line up the cash, and then we approached a relative to see if we could get some private money. And by 2:30 that afternoon, Friday afternoon, we had $25,000 sitting in our bank account. We showed up at the Marriott in downtown Salt Lake, sat in the auction. Our house went up for bid. It quickly escalated from $250,000 up to $400,000. I had not even bid yet. We were thinking it's going to go too high for us. And the bidding stopped at $400,000 and then dropped in from $25,000 to $10,000. And somebody bid $410. We hit it with $420 and the bidding stopped. We had a house. Now this is a house in Bountiful that was built 10 years ago, 7,300 square foot, clear up in the hills, valued at $1.4 million when it was first built. At the current value, it was at over $800,000. So by the time we closed, paid the buyer's fees, the closing costs, we had an instant equity 45 days later on this house in today's market of $356,000, and it's only going up from there. And as a result, we turned our original house into our rental property in Bountiful, so we kind of got two birds with one stone, and we're extremely happy, and we owe it all to New Reach.
Awesome.